My goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Eurovision fam, we are here and prepared for another Eurovision semi-final. And I gotta keep it funky. I gotta keep it funky because, I only come here, you know, what is it? Once a year. Once a year, I am here. I attempt to grace you with my presence. Hard. Is that bad? I come to grace you with my presence from like an energy with which you might be like, I don't need that. I don't need that, girl. Let me hop into these comments. Um, I was lost in Verona, sleeping all alone. I wake up with a bottle in your hand. Um, Let me just say that. Okay, Estonia. Hold on. Estonia is my winner. Not going to enjoy this semi at all. Too stressed. Hopping from one stream to another like a jackrabbit. I try. Marcus, hello from Estonia. I really hope we qualify. I think it might still qualify. This was my first opportunity being in the arena to see semifinal two. I did sort of live tweet. What I was experiencing in the arena, and the beauty of that was that I had what was happening on the stage, but I felt like I was getting full vocals. And then every so often with certain performers, I could actually see what they were doing on the stage. K-pop says, Alesia, your reaction when Slovenia qualify will be your reaction today when Malta makes it. I hope so. Because I will tell you, when I was watching the show today, I really was living in a world where I was like, how does this one not make it? How does Malta not make it? I was like, this is the stuff that we need to see make it. Madeline, hello. MTT, 4PP, praying for Georgia. I think Georgia's safe. And I'll tell you, I think Georgia's safe off the strength of the vocal. I think Nutsa is really giving us a legitimate full package performance. And it's funny because we're coming down to the wire. And I'm like, hold on, Jojo, we got to watch the show. You ready for the show? Okay, hold on. Well, we got to watch the show. Yeah, we're doing the show. Because it's time. It's Eurovision time. Even though I'm like, hold on. These channels don't look like the channels with which I had before. Oh, hold on. I think this is some like cable. Here we go. No, we're on the Eurovision channel. I'm so excited. Okay. Sandra, greetings, everyone. Hugs from Portugal. Okay, I'm opening the water. Okay, good morning from Australia. I don't even know what I could do watching Eurovision from Australia. And the challenge of that is Eurovision is really tailored for y'all, more so than it is for us as Americans. And I'm like, y'all got it way better than us. Way better than us. Okay. Kieran says, I think Malta's low odds are because they non-qualified the last 2 years. Honestly, I think Malta's low odds are because the introduction that people had to the song was that national selection. And I didn't think the national selection was that bad. I think y'all were coming for the national selection in a way that I was kind of like, really, y'all? I didn't think we had to do that. I didn't think we had to come at the national selection, because there were like songs that I was even hearing like, oop, we're doing it. Hey, from Serbia, you made it. Because we had to start getting nervous, Serbia. We had to start getting nervous, and I was not okay with that. I don't like that energy of us having to get nervous. Aurora, hi, Alicia. I'm rooting for Greece and Norway. Alex, good morning from China. Oh, no, not 3 a.m. I don't think I could have done that. Because for Americans covering Eurovision, we wake up. And I just had to like wake up at like 5 a.m. for, no, 4 a.m. for rehearsals. And then the rehearsals would kind of kick off at 5. Or I wake up at 3 and then rehearsals kick off at like 4:30, 5 o'clock. That I could work with. That I could work for. Jossie, Malta is also not a televote darling. It's not. But we know there have been times that Malta has been able to pull the televote. And I'm living in this world that I feel like the televote is less ridiculous. It is less ridiculous, right? That's the world I'm living in. Marcos, hello, Bessie. Can't wait for tonight. YouTube, today was a bank holiday in Denmark. Did it cause trouble for you? It did not for me. Here I am. I made it. Somehow. Task view, Sarah is using Beat the Odds as a promotion. She should be. Okay, that's good. Okay, good. Drink it from the cup. Okay. Or Red, a hi from Lithuania, from the countryside. Logan, I'm also from California, so I've just accepted that I'll never watch rehearsals at their actual time, but the actual show is at noon for me, which is not noon is good. I think the East Coast, we might have the advantage because a 3 p.m. show start on like an afternoon, I can make that work. But right now, I'm living in the show starting at night, which is crazy. And so the show is beginning. We're going to be getting a tattoo remix. And I will say Edward is great. Edward is very talented. But I'm going to need him to call me for the next mashup remix mix. I think I'm better now. Marcus, do you think Sarah slayed that big no? No, at the show this evening or this afternoon, she was so good. Sarah was so good. I don't know what happened last night or yesterday afternoon, but this was good. And I will also just say this opening, my mom and I were watching the show live, dying laughing. So Edward, kudos to you. For those of us who know tattoo, we were literally living our best lives watching that. Alex, as long as San Marino and Georgia qualified tonight, I'm happy. Well, we might not get all of that. And San Marino's probably on an uphill battle, but I will tell you, the delusion with which I want to live is San Marino qualifying. That's the delusion with which I want to live. And I just want y'all to let me live that. I want y'all to let me live it because I might not get it. But I want to live that life. Ipswich, not the tanning beds. I mean, look. I don't want to go. But baby, we both know. This is not our time. It's time to talk about the Eurovision Song Contest. Aurora, Alesia, I'm half Greek. Belgian, I'm getting heart attack. Oh my God. Yeah. Feel it. And you know, over here with the live streams that we do, I do try to mute during the acts. I do try to go silent during the acts. Why? Because I'm like, let's listen to the songs and then we try and talk in the middle and try and figure out in that short period of time, like, is it going to make it? Is it not going to make it? Blah, blah, blah. Now, I will say the arena is looking really packed. And I felt like on semifinal one, there were moments I was looking at the arena like, oh, is it empty here? Like, is no one there? No, it's looking pretty full. And I was there at the family show today and the arena did look pretty full. Like, I was expecting it to look a little bit, sparse. But it did not. Your vase matches your headphones. Does it? No, it's more purple, but it coordinates. Let's go with that. Britt, please vote for Norway. Okay, look, that's the thing. I'm like, I've got to start my rest of the world voting because I have not done it yet. The other time I was able to do it, and I'm like, do I need to do this? Now it's asking me to sign into Apple ID, and I'm like, why do I have to do that? Okay, what is that? Well, what's wet? Why don't you put them on the floor? I don't know why we're carrying wet things. Okay. I don't know. Josephine is ready to. Okay, that's good. The table's clean. Okay, yeah, no, I need to vote. Wait, hold on. This is weird. ESC vote, and it's saying voting begins when all the contestants have performed. I'm like, do they not know who I am? I'm rest of the world. I'm like, give me my vote now. Oh no, it says rest of the world. Okay. And I have English. And I'm like, let's go. Voting begins once all contestants have performed. Ooh, this is an error. Oh, this is really weird. So I'm a rest of the world voter, but I obviously am tuning in from Europe. And yeah. All right. Oh, Jossie, France. France! Italy. I'm like, who else? Spain. France. Okay, y'all just got it. Dan Nixon, thoughts on Armenia? I need them in the final. What are you worried about? It's weird. I've been getting like these weird comments where people are asking about countries that are very clear qualifiers. Have you not already gotten it? You are not Malta. You are not Czechia. You're not San Marino. Live in your comfortable qualification and sit back, pour yourself a glass of wine, and enjoy the evening. You're going to make it. We need to hold space for the people who are marginalized who might not. Okay? Love you, Armenia. You're making it there with ease. Okay? With ease. YouTuber, conflicted whether I want Denmark to qualify or not. Oh, I don't know. Lily, are you ready? Oh, wait. We got to go on mute. Malta.
Hello, hello, hello.
I just want to say Sarah Bonici is looking like a qualifier. And the crazy thing is, if she does not qualify, and I think a lot of people are discounting Cyprus, but she looks like a qualifier. And so if she doesn't make it, she did everything that she could because this looks slick, clean, professional, and it sounds amazing.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with that more.
Can I just say, it's like Sarah Bonici and Aiko have the best styling this year, period. Period. Of the ladies.
Yeah, no one is coming close to either one of them. Um, Sarah looks amazing. That jumpsuit, the sequence, gorgeous. Looks like a cat in the jumpsuit, and just the choreography she does here is mind blowing. Best dance break of the year for me.
Sarah sounds amazing. This is sounding like a qualifier. I'm just. Ugh. And everyone was discounting her. Eurovision fans, we got to do better. We have to do better. We need to erect the people who are actually giving quality. And she was giving that in the national selection, but because the national selection had a bad camera, everyone was playing. Okay, I have to say, I'm curious about what Bessa is going to be doing. I'm curious. I did watch the show live. Look, Bessa looks amazing. She sounds amazing. And to me, all of the issues with this have purely been the studio cut and and the song. So yeah.
Yeah, my issue with Bessa has basically been the same thing. I feel like every time you hear the song, it's the first time I heard it. And when it comes to like a song that's going to stand out for people to vote for, I don't think that's a good song. But I'm going to
Well,
say
let me
that
tell you,
she
Verna
looks
loves
amazing.
it. Verna loves it. Verna has Albania as a solid qualifier. Bessa is in Verna's top 5.
I mean, Verna definitely likes her vocalist. But yeah, when it comes to this one, Bessa has a great voice. She looks stunning, but like, the song just doesn't click for me personally. Alright, so I'm just starting with Bessa right now.
You try and set a fire just to watch me burn. Kids like you don't know that I will survive. Learn how to stay alive. Come and throw your plans, 'cause it's all in vain. Oh, even if I fall, I'm gonna get up. I'll be standing so proud in my head up. No head.
Is it crazy that this kind of like rap break is actually growing on me? And maybe that's the Eurovision in me. It's growing on me. But I think what it is she sounds so good and she does look good, so it works. But like, this does not need to advance.
I don't know. Eventually, I feel like I'm going to be in love with this song. But it's going to be after the season's over. I will say this, I am a lover of that like turquoise eyeshadow. Gorgeous. Her makeup is so good. She's kind of dressed like the Statue of Liberty, isn't she? Ready for the next one? Yeah, I'm ready for the next one. Europeans aren't as strict about their classes here. I learned that a lot.
Yeah, this is not it. I think this is not it. I don't think. And she's so beautiful.
I low-key just want someone to love me like these Albanian singers love themselves a nude glossy lip, though.
I mean, look, for me, the vocal wasn't awful. I think she looks beautiful. To me, it is that remix. Okay, I'm really excited to experience Greece from the screen because I was able to be in the arena and finally experience it. So I'm really curious what's next.
So I'm still on Bessa. I'm like behind you because I'm on Peacock today and I'm not on SPT like I was yesterday or Tuesday. Yeah, Bessa sounded amazing. She looked great. I'm so excited for Greece. Like, oh, Greece is good, you guys. The staging is so much fun. It's so fresh and different and interesting. I'm ready to go. Plus, I'm prepared. Let me get here off the flat. What's up? I called this one too. I called that song. I didn't call the first one that they decided to go with because I didn't see it coming.
Last Dance is going to have such a classic final performance. It's so convincing.
Yeah. You're right. Okay, so we do have a couple of Greek flags here. We do. Okay, so she was saving it for rehearsal.
She is not hugging the mic in the way that she needs to be.
Yeah, I mean,
But the visual is not as bad as people might make it out to be. Okay, I have thoughts. This could have been so much cleaner. I think Focus did this. Focus has been staging for a really long time, and this might need to be his deuces out, because there are errors in this that feel like we didn't have to be experiencing these errors. So I think it's still qualifying, because I mean, it's Greece. Like, Marina still, I think, pulled through, and the energy with it. But if it does not pull through, it is Focus's fault. It is his fault, period.
yeah. Yeah, no, agreed.
I mean, and this is not to like trash people or anything like that, but sometimes it's just like the aesthetic and the way that we create becomes dated. And I just really deeply feel like there was so much more, even the ideas that were coming through in the music video that we could have just enhanced, that we just didn't. And I think a young creative who has a little bit of like an aesthetic and like pulse on what is actually happening would not have made these same mistakes. And this is not on Marina, this is on Focus. Like, this is on like the concept. But let's talk about Switzerland. And
Oh yeah, baby, let's go.
yeah, let's talk about Switzerland,
I
okay?
called
Nemo is giving, it still feels energetic. It still feels right. And people are talking about the styling, and I think it just still feels right. The crowd is so into this, and I'm so happy they are. The vocal is hitting and the disc is spinning. The crowd is eating this up. And I mean, the only thing that's annoying about this is, are they putting the technology on for this? And like, it's annoying that we have to live in that world, because I'm just like, do we even know if they're eating this up? But when I was in the arena, everyone's loving this. Look, I could still be here for Switzerland winning. This is, I mean, this shot right here is just, oh, I want to cry. Oh my God. If this didn't touch people, like, okay, like, if it didn't connect with you, like, okay, um I this was like emotional. This was like an emotional moment, and I think for anybody queer, or if you just know someone who is like queer or non-binary, there is something about this performance that just resonates in a way that just, like, the vibration of it, and to see it executed so well. It's hard to see the full package executed so well and then think back to a week ago when everyone was like, the clowns, like, what were we wearing? And it's like, that's kind of completely the antithesis to what this is like saying. They are something that's insane. Marcus, is it weird that I find Malta stronger than Switzerland? No, I mean, if you're ready for a bop and everything. Samuel, my only one issue is the staging. If there's no story being told when the song is a very clear story in the lyrics, I think it could easily win if that story was told. I think we are doing it, but in a more subtle way. Okay, it's Czechia. Lily, I think, Lily, you're on mute.
Hi. How about now? No, Switzerland was excellent. That was the first one that got cheers in our room here, and I did see some Swiss flags ring as well. But I'm gonna go ahead and put myself on mute. Let's check these out.
I just want to note, has my absolute, I think, favorite styling from the whole entire competition, probably with Sarah Bonici as a solid second place.
Yeah. I'm also going to just Czech Republic really upgrade this. I love this song so much. This is like my favorite studio cut of the year.
I mean, this one has like great. I mean, this was one of the best studio cuts. I have this on my
Yeah,
AC
really.
Face playlist.
It's
And it's crazy. You know, there are like people. Well, hold on. There are people in the streets talking about. Okay. Well, hold on real quick. Lily, you need to set your settings so that it automatically like mutes a little bit of the background because you're very much so muted. And then when the song is on mute.
Okay, give me a second.
I just want to say at the woo. And if there's no proof that this is one of my favorite songs, like Josephine literally said the whoop at the same time. So any of y'all haters out in the street being like, well, Alesia didn't even want your song to qualify. I was like, it's one of my favorite songs this year. I just didn't think it was going to qualify because of the way that y'all act. That don't have nothing to do with me. That's how y'all act. But I will say, this was really good staging. I think it is still going to be an uphill battle for it to qualify, given, what is it, the strong woman syndrome at Eurovision. That's like a thing that happens. I would also say, like, due to the fact that the running order is not, yeah, the running order is a non-optimal position.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. I think the background of me is bad now. But as you can hear, that one also got claps here. I just feel like this song is so on trend, and it's so what's happening in music now, combined with the nostalgia back to people who are going to be reminiscing, like remembering the early audience. Let me live in my delusion that I am 100% like, come on, I really need Czechia in that final.
Okay, what's up next again? Are we doing Latvia next? I'm like, oh, that's right. We get our automatic qualifier, which I will say Slimane was very good at the live performance. I will say, as someone who's a singer, I didn't love the gimmick. I felt like the gimmick felt cheap to me. Not to mention, it wasn't that it just felt cheap. When he stepped away from the mic, the volume difference was real. It didn't sound like the same volume. And the whole point of the gimmick is, oh, I step away and I sound exactly the same as I did in the mic.
It's just a bunch of songs that came last. I love how I can tell, looking at this little montage, what YouTube video they got some of these montage clips from.
We all say adieu to the incomparable Jan Tegan, who through his whole life wore his midpoints with pride. But through the history of Eurovision, he's certainly not alone in giving us wonderful cult classics that unfortunately ended up at the wrong end of the
Okay, at this point, Lily, who do you think we're losing?
Some of the magical songs that would be easily dismissed. And if you chose
Albania for sure.
all these songs, then you know you're true homosexuals. Eurovision fan.
Albania. I'm kind of concerned for Greece. Because I just feel like the staging of that kind of lets it down. And I'm going to stay in my delusion that, like, Czechia is qualified. There's like the two for me right now. Greece I'm worried about, even though I love that song.
Hold on, Lily.
And
Lily, you need to open up the settings. And when you click on audio, you need to check the reduce mic background noise button. Because you're still really low even when you're talking in the mic. Okay, y'all are in the comments. Hold on. Czechia was so good. I mean, I told y'all, once I finally saw it, I was like, oh, this is good. Lorendi says Marina was sick, but hopefully this will be enough. Marina was sick the other day. I think she's fine now, and today was not bad. Brian, Alesia, even though that's not my name. I'm like, Alesia, any thoughts on the first 5 audio mixes seems much better. I tweeted this, but I've decided now, if you can't hear the person that's your fave, like in the audio mix, I'm telling you, they chose to have an audio mix where their mic was low and the backing vocal was high. Because if we think back even to semifinal 1, we could hear Raven crisp. We could hear Moldova crisp. We could hear Hera Bjork crisp. Theodore was a little bit drowned out. It was like, okay, what's going on here? And I have decided that I'm like, when they were doing their test, they chose. Lorendi, am I biased or Ireland was better than everyone so far from the semi? Well, we just started. We really just started. So let's keep going, but I'm not going to lie. After watching the live show today, if we're talking about full package, I do think Bambi is besting. And I don't think that's a crazy thing to say. I mean, can I just say the fact that Bambi chose a recap of just like screaming, that was like everything I needed to see. All right, we have France coming up, so let's see.
How's the audio now?
Lily, I literally heard the person shrieking in the background, and maybe they were really loud, but I don't know. Maybe hop out, hop back in, and then reset the audio. Slama sounds amazing. Oh my God, he sounds great. He sounds great. I don't know if I love him on the floor, but like, go for it. Okay, if he won the jury, I don't think I'd hate it. Why is he doing all this? This is like nasty. I mean, I'm like, how dare you? Okay, they got the mic right. Okay, he sounds the same level because it was not this at the rehearsal. And the crowd is loving it. The crowd is loving it.
He is flirting with that camera. He is absolutely flirting with the camera. It's crazy.
Okay, this was nasty. This was like low-key disrespectful. Slamon came into my bedroom. I was just sitting here casually watching Eurovision, minding my business, and then he just came into the room, opened up my window. He was throwing rocks. I didn't even let him open the window, and he just opened it and just started singing. And here we are. I'm gonna have another baby. Josephine has a sibling on the way. Here we are. It just happened. It just happened. Lily, you're on mute.
Oh, I know I'm on mute.
But I will also. Oh, the sound I think was better. Antonia says, "Not gonna lie, gave me winter vibes." Here's the one thing though. It was good. It was good. I'm gonna be real with y'all though. As crazy as it sounds, as crazy, and I literally might be living in deep delusion. I don't know if this is trumping. No, I don't know if this is trumping the experience with which I had with Bambi. I don't. Because this was good. This was really, really good. Like, don't get me wrong. But to me, Bambi, I mean, it's like Slamal was giving me sex. Bambi was giving me like theater. And then with Nemo, it was like, whoa. And I would even say with Croatia, it was giving me winner. So I don't know, but Austria's up for me. Let me listen because I need to hear this vocal.
All right, now I was going to say Slaman did get some cheers in here, got definitely some claps. There's people fanning themselves because that was a seductive performance. Yeah, no, that was fantastic. And I'm not going to lie, that song does not work for me in studio, but live, his vocal is so good. He works that camera so well.
Colleen looks great, but if she was going for like, oh, I'm the next Chanel or something, the vocal is what's letting her down. And I think people oftentimes forget about Chanel was iconic because she truly was giving us triple threat. And I think people were just thinking it was dancing and like upbeat, and it's almost disrespectful to think that like, oh, I'm just going to come in and like dance and like look cute and be pretty and like trump that, because this isn't that, because this audible is not as good as it could be. It's not bad, but it's not as good as it could be, because this is not even a vocally challenging song.
And to kind of tie off the vocal issue, I feel like the dancing is not impressive enough for the vocal not to be perfect.
Okay, the fluent. There's so much more walking and posing in this than I expected from someone who's supposed to be such a good dancer. Chantal, for the quality of her vocal, the dancing ain't impressive. Joan, studio cut was better. Bastian, okay, I'm afraid for Austria now. Aurora, oh, what was that? Ipswich, is it me or are the dance freaks not really hitting there? Jacob, it's a mess. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I really was trying to listen to this one because I was like, here's the thing. Colleen was giving visual. And so to me, I wanted to experience this and see, like, are we getting vocal? Because if we're really talking about those iconic dance break songs that are in this same vein, we're talking about Chanel, recent years, Chanel, then Eleni. And I would even say historical, like, you know, what a Doom Tech Tech. But really, I think with Eleni, because all of us were thinking Eleni was not going to come together with a vocal. And Eleni is not a vocal performer, but it worked. And then we got Chanel. And the reason why Chanel got to be added into like Eurovision canon was because she was dipping, doing, dancing with a completely flawless vocal. And this was not giving me the vocal that I that we needed to have. It's not even that vocally challenging of a song. I'm sorry. That sounded like preaching, and I didn't need to do that to y'all.
Real quick, if we're comparing what
Colleen is cooked.
if we're
Mike
comparing
said, I didn't-
Austria to what we got,
No, go.
if we're comparing Austria to Malta and then later Georgia, Austria is in third place easily because those other two great vocals and great dancing.
Okay, Denmark is up right now. Jasper, Colleen is not winning this semifinal. You know, this is love. Elsa, she can't sing, guys. Okay. Steph says this feels dated. George, the God, this song is such a toilet break. Marima, nah, Denmark is not doing it for me. Okay. Oh, Marcus, I wanted to give Denmark a chance, but now I'm sure that Denmark is out.
Well, I have people in here singing along and waving Danish flags. So DC disagrees.
Well, are we going to see it, Lily? Where is the camera? Are we going to see it?
Well, my second camera couldn't hook up because I left my piece at home. Give me a minute. I'll see what we can do.
I mean, look, Denmark was never really a surefire qualifier. Denmark was supposed to be here on the sidelines, you know, ready to come in if someone fumbled the bag. And I think, if anything, if the sidelines fumble in the bag person should be Malta, should be Sarah Bonici with the gap. Denmark really, remember when everyone's talking about how, oh, Denmark can now win because, you know, Sweden won again. And May 9th, Thursday, well, it's 3:44 p.m. in the United States, Eastern Standard Time, and I don't think we're living in that world. Oh, y'all know my favorite Eurovision song. Everybody move your body, we all can sing no ba. Yeah, look. Okay, Kiko Landzik. I didn't know it was possible to have an in-ear microphone. Since when? Yeah, that's possible. ESC Albania was shocking good. Her vocals, her look, amazing. ESC. Okay. Albania was up here earlier. Bessa sounded good. Obviously, we knew Bessa looked good. Okay. Walter, she must have learned to sing with Nebulosa. Okay, that was harsh. I think Saba's way farther down the line than Nebulosa was. Lorendi, sand is way too generic. Vocals ain't working. She has only staging now left. Well, I mean, if we were hanging our hats on the staging, that wasn't going to be the thing. This is a vocal performance song. Let's get to Armenia. Yo, this woman is amazing. Armenia's song is so good. The way that they are getting up on that stage with an attitude of like, look, we're just going to do this, and we can feel it, and it's just executed so well, and it feels like a party, and it's joyful. Ah, let me just tell you, Josephine is spinning around and dancing like she is at a party, because this song is the song to dance and act like you are having a party. This is amazing. Not to mention, she sounds like the studio cut. She sounds like the studio cut. There is nothing in this. There's no vocal faltering. Again, another example when you're like, oh, my favorite, their vocal was drowned out. They must have chose it, because I'm hearing Jacqueline, Jaco, clearly sounding like the studio cut. Oh my God, look at that beautiful picture of the American watch party.
I found my extra piece.
This was the fun and joy that we needed. This was the fun and joy that we needed. Now, I have to say, I'm going to tell you, this is the moment where I start looking at kind of like the early performers we had in this semi. Because Czechia, I'm like, am I still thinking about it right now? I don't know. Your sorry means nothing when everything else stays the same, stays the same. You stay silent, I get violent, and everything else stays the same. Okay.
I will say this: the audience is on beat a lot more better this semi than last semi.
Now look, remember we were up in here talking about what is this offbeat clapping with which we've been subjected to. What is happening here?
Oh
No, this was way better. This was way better. And DC, I feel like the people, hold on, let's even, I'm going to take us off for a little minute just so people can soak in. There are people in the United States watching. Hold on, let's see.
I'm sorry, I lost you for a second there. What was that?
I think Czechia will be in. Love the performance. Look, I mean, the song is so good, and the styling is so good, and the execution is so good. I think the only thing is if Czechia makes it, they're knocking out someone. And like, who are they knocking out? But also, when you get the execution right, you deserve to be rewarded. ESC, Greece and Austria put, sorry guys, it's not quality. ESC, you're giving hater out here. Greece and Austria out. Sorry guys, it's not quality. But then you were talking about Albania making it. Quantital, best performance after Nemo so far. I want to live Czechia and Armenia, my fave so far. Bianca, oh yeah, Czechia was good. Okay, good. Aurora, Greece is in. Marima, Switzerland and Armenia for me so far. Ryan, Czechia can knock out Austria. I mean, I'll be real. After that performance with Austria, it's just, at this point, we've been spoiled. And maybe we need to own, I'm like, let me adjust my chair. Maybe at some point we need to own the fact that we maybe have been spoiled, because we had Chanel Terrero just come on the stage, dip, do, dance with ease. Yeah, Aurora, Greece is in. Bastian, Greece is totally in. Austria, I'm not so sure now. DJ Victor Nova, some songs are good, but they do represent their culture. Seems like most songs are radio friendly, forced. Just an opinion. Jerry, Greece is 100% safe. I don't know this one. Czech delegation is truly one of the best IK. I mean, I agree with that. I've been telling y'all for years. ESC Greece was very disappointing the last rehearsals. Well, it doesn't really matter about what was happening on the rehearsals. It matters what happens on the stage and tonight. And I think Greece was here. The vocals seemed good. Lily, was the vocal good to you? Hold on, Aurora, guys. Only Greece and Armenia are the only ethnic ones. Wait until we get to wait until
fine. My issue with Greece is the staging. I just felt like the staging wasn't doing what it needed to do to give me a good, convincing performance.
but to the point where it doesn't
good vocals
qualify.
only take you so far on a TV show.
No, but to the point where it doesn't qualify. Lily, I mean, like to the point that it doesn't qualify though. Okay. Oh, wait, Walter. Until now, Switzerland for sure, Armenia, Czechia, Malta. George Paul, I think Malta, Greece, Switzerland, and Armenia are safe so far, but Czechia, Denmark, and Austria are out. Emmanuel, love Czechia, but I think I think having it following Switzerland in the running order was damaging for her. I might agree with that. But I mean, but this first half was, I don't know if this first half was feeling as competitive as it could have felt. Yeah, right? I think we could say that. I think we could say that. I think here, let's just do a thing. I think Malta, Sarah Bonici came out and did exactly what she needed to do. I mean, truly, Sarah Bonici came out. It felt professional. The vocal was completely on point. So if I'm gonna say something, if I'm doing like qualifiers along the way, let's just say. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm thinking like Malta needs to be in. Second up, Albania. Like we'll see. I'll put it on the shelf. Switzerland making it in. Switzerland making it in. Greece. I'm actually saying Greece making it in. And then Austria. Let's put Czechia. Let's put Austria on the fence a little bit. Because Czechia I kind of would put together. Armenia is solid. Oh, now we got Hollow. So now we got Latvia. So I mean, to be honest, like if we're doing like more people qualifying in the second half than in the first half, I'm like Malta, Switzerland, Greece, Armenia, but Austria and Czechia, I might be having them living a little bit on the fence, but I don't know. Hide current comment. Okay. Thunder Lee, Malta surprised me. Oh, let's see. DC, we're coming through. Okay. Ed, the semi is a gift to Don. Let's say that at the end. Let's not. So we got Latvia up right now.
Sorry about that. My hotspot died.
Honestly, Latvia might have been able to get this done if the performance wasn't so static. Okay, Don's is done. I mean, I will say, I just really, really wish they didn't make the staging so static. I don't think that it had to be. I think this is one of those performances that was crying out for contemporary dance. And I mean, I know sometimes now people roll their eyes over the idea of contemporary dance happening on the Eurovision stage, but you know, sometimes it's just simply effective. So next up, we have Spain, our one of our automatic qualifiers performing, well, our first automatic qualifier performing this evening.
Second.
And oh, second, who was the first one?
France. You got pregnant. You don't remember?
Clearly I did not. But you know, there's a hormone released in your body that then you don't. Okay, yeah, I don't care about that. Let's talk about this. I mean, Latvia's not making it. Oh, you're on mute. Yeah, I'm just gonna note. I'm curious about Spain because I mean, we know our girl Mary has had, I would say, spotty performances. Spotty performances, not like bad, but spotty. Because she was off with the track, and some people like in ears. I was like, it wasn't the in ears, it was her. But I love the styling. She looks beautiful. I love the hair, the makeup. I mean, she really does look amazing. But the crowd will love it. That's the thing that helps her. I love the moment where the crowd like hops in because like it's like they know.
I mean, people here are singing along.
I just want to say for the haters out there on my channel that lurk, they did put the dancers in some hose, and I was like, it's not a negative thing. It's not to cover anything up. It's to hold the body, and I prefer the little sheer hose. Okay. Now, I can't say I know how this is going to do at Eurovision, but I remember when Benidorm rolled around and Lily as my witness, when it was like, well, what would you send to Eurovision? This was literally my number one answer because it was the most complete package from Benidorm. It didn't need any edits. Oh wait, Amethyst says her vocals are a bit dull. Well, yeah, Marcus says she will be remembered. Antonia says she did that. Dancing to electro, it's gonna come last, but I love it. I actually don't think that, maybe this is my delusion. I don't think it's coming last. Not last. Maybe it will. Wait, Lily, I can't hear you if you're not on mute. I can't hear you, but it no. Ed APC, so magical. It's a miracle. Okay, Elsa, this is Eurovision. Jan, last note was better. Thunder, thank you. I needed that. Okay, let's see. I really want to see San Marino because San Marino was the country I was like, okay, I'd fight for them, but mostly because I'd fight for Megara. And this is looking like an immersive experience. I appreciate this. And Lily, I still can't hear you if you're on me, unless you're on mute. San Marino, I could let this go after this because there's some inventive things with the staging, but there's also some things that I feel like are slightly unpolished that would elevate this in a tough semi. And the vocal is not doing all that it needs to do in this moment.
I'm feeling quite similar because there's things I like about this, but there's things about this that just kind of feel messy at the same time. So
Yeah.
it's on some stuff.
Yeah, and I'm like, I don't quite know why, I guess, because I'm like, we've gotten some polish from San Marino in the past, and Megara's not like novice. I mean, I was like, I'll fight for them in the streets, but I could let them go.
It kind of feels
The
like they had a lot of
crowd
ideas.
seems into it, though.
For me, this one just feels like there's a lot of ideas happening here. And there wasn't like a clear focus on where we should put the camera and what we should do exactly. That's my issue I have with this one.
Yeah, no, I was willing to fight for Megara, but I looking at, I've been waiting to see this live package, and I've yet to really be able to see it. So at this point, I don't know. I'm back to the list. I actually might put Dawn's on the list because no, but Dawn's is probably out. So I think San Marino's out, given what I've seen. But Georgia, I'm not gonna lie. I'm living in a world that Malta is like solidly in at this point.
I think Malta elevates so well on the big stage. It feels criminal to not have Malta in the final.
I mean, yeah, at this point, looking at what I'm looking at, and we're kind of going back to the Eurovision trend of like more things will qualify from the second half than they will from the first. Because right now I'm looking at Malta, Switzerland, Greece, Armenia, Georgia. I've got Czechia on the fence because I'm like, look, if there's space for you, you're in there. And then Austria, I've got Austria on the fence, but that vocal was not doing what it needed to do. But okay, I'm ready for Georgia.
Oh, there was Nina with the smoke that Slovenia needed to have right there. But no, you guys are for a real show with Georgia. Like the choreo, the vocal, everything about this is perfection.
Yeah, but this is also slightly disrespectful because I'm already watching this and what we're like a minute in, and I'm like, Eru didn't get all this. I have to say though, everyone was talking about Nutsa and this dance break, talking about like, oh, but she's doing it like kind of in comparison to, Cilia. And I want to put some respect on Cilia's name because Nutsa is singing and she's dancing enough, but Cilia was dancing far more. Okay, Georgia is done. Ali says, I'm so over dance breaks. Ipswich, nice recovery run. Marcus, so many red performances today. Philip, Malta rising in the semifinal 2 odds. This is 100% qualifier. Okay, Georgia is the best of the night so far and by far. I mean, this is qualifying easily. Yeah, I put this down like it's making it. No, you're not putting mascara on. No. Okay. Um, Levanty very confident about her qualifying because Eurovision's all about the what? The execution. And yeah.
Well,
Marima said, did someone really say Georgia the best of the night? Or no. Okay, Lily, what are you feeling?
I think Georgia brought that. I don't know if you heard someone just yell out Georgia's a qualifier from over here. No, that was fantastic. Like, I'm sorry, like between Georgia and Malta with how good they're executing both the vocal and the choreo, Austria just is underperforming. And like, if we're gonna go off on execution, who's bringing the most entertainment? Those two by far are just bringing such huge factors. And I'm not even a big fan of Firefighter in studio, but live it really, 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 really works.
Right, I'm getting listy over here. And it's starting off good.
I'm like, why are we having him eat fries and like a waffle? Is it because he's Belgian? So we kind of like get the two most commonly thought of Belgian foods in.
I mean, I'll tell you, we started. It's making it. I think it's making it. Okay, the vocal is not perfect though. We're getting a little sharp. We're getting a little flat, but it's still effective. And I will tell you, there are some errors that we can point the finger at the broadcaster on this staging because some of the camera angles are not right.
I know they I know they had to redo it yesterday because of something. I'm not sure what the issue was.
He's off. He's off. I think it. Mom, is he sharp or flat? He's sharp. I mean, most of y'all won't recognize it, so it's probably okay. I think it's still making it, but
My pitch is nowhere near yours, but I am able to tell. I don't know what that means.
he's sharp. It's sharp.
I'm also just going to point out that this is people here are not really feeling this one, to be honest.
I mean, I think he still makes it. My mom and I literally were just singing the outro of the song. There were options he had to take that. Yeah, because we did because it's like, before the party is over, I got a soul on fire. Before the party is over, I got a soul on fire. Now, before the party is over, on fire. Before the party is over. You know what I mean? We needed dynamics. And then yeah, no, I need you to do it because I lost my voice. Can you just come, Mom? Can you just come over and do that last bit? What you just did? That's what we need, Mom. Just come on, just sing what you just did. A little bit. You could just stand there. It doesn't have to be on the mic, huh? Oh, you gonna sing? You gonna sing?
I'm gonna say, I'll sing this.
Okay, sing it.
A, 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 B, mm, mm, mm,
Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you. And I will just tell you, at the show I was at earlier, the crowd was not into it, but given what I've just seen, I mean, I think Belgium is still making it, but given what I've just seen, Estonia's in. Sahunana. Mekurna. But the crowd was not giving Estonia what they needed. I mean, they could have done more with the staging. So if Estonia's out, it's their fault. I mean, I'm telling y'all, when I was in the arena earlier, they were not giving this one a lot of love. And I think some of them were maybe confused. They were like, I don't know what they're saying, maybe. They might have wanted to figure out the translation and how they could like bring that to life because the song is funny and it actually has depth, and they might have wanted to think about how they could articulate that to a more global audience. I think it's still in though.
At least you can hear the one guy this time because the last couple of rehearsals you couldn't hear him.
I don't know, y'all. I think this is still in. I think that this is still in though. But I'm telling you, when I was in the arena earlier, like the crowd was just kind of like, what's happening? And if they don't make it, it is fully the broadcaster's fault. Because, like, low-key, your job is to figure out how to, like, translate this package to the stage. I still think it could be in, though. I don't know. It still could be in. I don't know. But if it's not... But are we thinking Austria is... I'm just going to put Austria in. Like...
I'm being stingy
Latvia's out.
tonight. I'm being real stingy tonight. I only have 5 qualifying so far.
Well, Israel's definitely in. Isn't... so we got Angelina after this. And Israel's definitely in. So we can go on and write that down. And Norway's in. Oh, wait. Okay, Norway's in. And then where's the Netherlands going to go? Oh. Oh, see, now I just made it a tricky situation. Okay, maybe we don't get the Estonia. Maybe we just get the Netherlands. But, oh, this is my first time seeing it on TV. Hold on. And I do like this outfit better than the black, the all black. Some people were like, eh, but it allows her to pop more. If she was in all black, she would be muted.
See, my issue is I feel like because she's so close to what the dancers are wearing, it just feels like a mass of like tattoos to me.
I mean, I agree with that, but I'm telling you, the all black, she would just be, it would be a Mae Muller situation. She sounds so good. And again, if you were listening to your favorites and you could not hear them, you need to recognize that they chose to not be heard because all of the people who are vocalists and actually sound good, we can hear them clearly. I'm going to tell you, I like the dancers. It gives her girls to like play off of. I like the dancers and they're not taking her shine. I think she still pops.
I do really like the choreography for this one, though. I think it's like perfect for the song.
No, this is attitude. I like it. Love it. And she sounds great. I don't know. I just got a little bit of like a, okay, it feels like a winner moment. I mean, it's not going to win, but I did get a little bit of like a, ooh, total. I mean, it does. I mean, this shot, the whole end, it does feel like, girl, put the stank on it. You could win. You could win. Okay, what are y'all talking about in the comments? Preferred her at San Remo. Visually confusing. Jossie, ooh, the fire curtain. Jossie loved the song and her performance, though. Black Bean, I think we might be seeing Ireland and Croatia on the split screen. I mean, look. I let me live in the delusion. Well, maybe don't let me live in Ireland delusion. Because at this point, what we have next is the Netherlands. Oh no, we have Israel. So I did put Malta qualifying because I was like, I think it's happening. Switzerland is definitely well, I shouldn't say I think it's happening. Maybe I hope, but I think Switzerland's qualifying. I think Greece is qualifying. I put Armenia. Armenia's a lock. So let's just Armenia's a lock. I think Georgia's a lock. Belgium, I could see people not being into, but I kind of think it's more of a lock. I think the bubble is not thinking that. But Switzerland's a lock. Austria, Israel, Norway, Netherlands. Okay. Okay, we just have crowd piping in on the broadcast. Okay. Lily, What's popping in DC right now? Can you hear me? What's happening? What's happening? I mean, I see what's happening a little bit. So we have a whole watch party happening in Washington, D.C. And what actually is like, because y'all can't really tell the scale of the space from like the seats and everything, but there are people there. All right, Lily. Yeah. So, yeah. What's the crowd like there in Washington, D.C.?
We've been having a good time so far this evening. Um, they really were feeling Spain a lot. Yeah, so I thought I may have muted myself on accident. Sorry. Yeah, they've been feeling Spain. Like that probably was the biggest reaction we had was from Spain. Who else was popular here? Italy was popular. I did have a couple of people dancing during Estonia. Czechia was popular. So was Greece. And Malta too. Georgia, I saw couple people singing along. I'm not sure if we had stream turned on for that. But Norway's up next. I'm very excited for Norway because I love this song, and I think that Norway is bringing something that feels Norwegian. So I'm very happy that we have it. Because when I think of Norway, I think of metal music first, and especially folk metal. So I'm happy that Norway is kind of giving us something that they're known for within the musical community outside of Eurovision.
No, I mean, Gotha is just, I mean, the fact that they're at Eurovision just like low key blessing us is like kind of amazing. So let me go on mute. I know it's like kind of delusional to think Norway's winning, but I would not be mad at it. I just want to be clear that my position is I wouldn't be mad at it.
You all need to thank Norway because if it wasn't for Norway, I wouldn't be here right now. So, hey.
I mean, and I'll be real, there are going to be people who at home do not get this. And how sad for them.
I'll say we call those people wrong.
And she sounds better than at the national selection, period. She sounds better than at the national selection. This is great. Oh my goodness, better than the national section. Amazing, amazing. Come on, Gotha. Come on, making MGP something that we want to tune into next year. Again, we have left the theme park. We are going back to music. Thank you, Norway.
I'm so happy Norway revamped the way they did Melody Grand Prix. There's Melody Grand Prix. It's so good.
Beautiful, 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 beautiful. This is, I mean, hold on, let's just say, Jacob, masterpiece. Ryan, Norway is going to be the top Scandinavian country this year, right? I mean, if all is right with the world, right? Mark, vocals are vocaling. John, sorry for being quiet, y'all. Just donated to Doctors Without Borders. You know, if you are wondering what you can do in this moment, particularly tonight, go on and donate now. ESCfans.giving. We've listed 3 charities that have been on the ground for years doing work. And when I say years, it's not like they just picked up in 2023 to start doing things. They've been on the ground doing things for a while there. So we need to give in this moment if we can. So thank you. Let's just be clear. Oh, wait. Elsa, Danish commentator, is saying all commentators clapped and cheered Norway. Yeah. BV Goosebumps. ESC Topless best so far by miles. Samuel, if juries blank this, look, but juries love to blank Norway, don't they? Don't they? But let's
Norway
get
has
into
the most
Netherlands.
last places of history, and they don't deserve it.
This is literally
But
my
yeah, no,
first time
Norway
seeing this.
was so good.
I really encourage folks to Google these lyrics because it is not this happy, joyful song like people think it is. But the Netherlands could have staged this way better, period. Or I should say, stage this more effectively. Yo, JoJo is singing the song and telling on me how many times I played this song. Well, it seems like the crowd is loving this, but I will tell you, the Netherlands needed to stage this way better if they were trying to win again. And maybe perhaps they weren't trying to win again, and maybe we need to be grateful for that. Because Croatia is way better, Ireland is way better. I think even Switzerland's way better than this, France too, Italy. And so the Netherlands just took themselves out of the running. This is still good. It can still advance, but the staging for this is completely non-optimal. The crowd, I think, does love it, but I'm telling you, in comparison to what we witnessed on Tuesday night with Croatia, this felt more muted. I don't know. This felt more muted visually and even sonically. It didn't feel like I was getting that kind of pulsating rah rah from the crowd. And ultimately, I think the challenge. Well, and I should just say, y'all know I love this song. I was kind of watching this to go, okay, is this still a threat to possibly win? And looking at this, I'm like, no, they've taken themselves a little bit out of the running. Yeah. Okay, what are y'all talking about? Um, okay, by far the best semi in yours. I can't only choose 10. Sharon Gota was amazing as per usual. Looks like Scatman John from the 90s. I'm a scat. I don't think this is the same one. Skip it up, bop, ba, bop, 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 bop. Okay.
No, this is like
George
happy hardcore from the 90s.
George Paul says, all I can say is thank God for Switzerland and Norway in this semi. Then we have sorry, but I don't like that ending. I know it's personally, but it didn't feel genuine. I don't know, y'all. I think Malta's in. I think Malta's in. Is
I
that
have Malta
crazy?
in on mine. I have Malta in on mine. Like I
I
have,
do.
I'm gonna have to pay attention to the recap because right now I only have 7 down for qualifying. I know we got to get 10.
I just want to say I'm really annoyed because I'm a rest of the world voter. And they didn't let me vote. I'm like, what was going on with that? Like I didn't get to vote in the way that I wanted to vote. But I'm gonna do some things now, I guess. Hold on.
Well, people here are singing along with Albania on the recap.
Oh, sorry. I don't know if y'all
Corner
heard
Greece. I really want
Josephine.
Greece to go through.
Yeah, let's see. Okay. Erica, can Americans vote? They introduced a thing called the rest of the world vote last year, babes. Okay, I'm living in, okay, so let me just say this. So one, I'm really upset because we were supposed to be able to vote mad long ago, okay, and I could not. And so now I have to sit here through the stream and you have to see me figuring out how I'm gonna vote now. And I'm like, they could have just had my votes already locked. But I will say it's interesting. I talk about like Eurovision being all about the execution. And I would say after watching this semi, I'm actually kind of feeling like, and maybe this is crazy, but
I feel like we feel the
This
same way.
feel-
Just say it.
I'm just saying this was easier to do than what I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, for me personally, I think we were all like looking at semi 2, like the death semi, once we had all the songs. But as far as execution goes, I feel like people executed better in semi 1, to be completely honest. I feel like semi 1 songs I was kind of meh about elevated way more than in this semi. And even then, I think like Malta elevated so well, and so did Czechia elevate super well in this semi. But from everyone else, even people I was hyped for, I'm kind of feeling underwhelmed.
Yeah, I'm living in that same world. I was, yeah, like I was living in the same world of like, no, yeah. After seeing this, and that's kind of the annoying part of like, oh, I didn't actually get to see the rehearsals and stuff, and I kind of wish I would have been able to see the rehearsals at this point. Yeah, simply, I wish I was able to see the rehearsals because I think I would have been able to kind of live in a little bit more of a calm place. But yeah, after seeing the execution of this, it feels easier to make my decision of like who I'm throwing my real weight behind. Yeah, point blank. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that sounds crazy, but yeah, I'm like, yeah, it feels a little bit clearer. And I'll tell you, so I think the world I'm living in, yeah, the world I'm living in right now, I feel like, because yeah, everyone always asks like, well, who are you voting for? Um, so wait, Elsa says Norway will win this semi. Honestly,
Australia won last year, semi, right? Australia won their
yeah,
semi
they
last
did.
year.
They did. I think we were all thinking the Netherlands was gonna walk away with this, and now I'm kind of living in a world. It could be Norway or Israel or Israel. I mean, really. I mean, we have to say it. We have to name it. Like it's possible because I mean, I'm looking at this list and I'm like, yeah, like Israel could win the semi. Um,
Someone's saying maybe Switzerland could win.
oh, actually, space because here's the thing. This wasn't the bombastic semi with which that was tricky, which I thought we were gonna have. I mean, at this point, I think we might lose one good song. And I mean, I think with semi one, I was living in a world of like, okay, we might lose two. And now I'm looking at this like, okay, we might lose one. But here we go. I would say, if I'm going real, I'm like, okay, Switzerland, I think, is making it. I think Greece actually is making it. Armenia is cakewalking it. I think even Georgia's a lock. I think Austria is in, actually. I'd be fine losing it. But we could lose it. But Israel's definitely in, and Norway's in. And the Netherlands is in. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So then that leaves 2 spaces. And I mean, I'll be real with you. I'm like, the 2 spaces, I would want it to be Malta and Estonia or Czechia. But I don't think I'd be heartbroken. I mean, what I need is, I need Switzerland. I need Greece. I need Armenia. I kind of need Georgia because it's like we need one of them countries to break their streak. In a world, there's a world where I need Estonia just because I'm like, Pola. Yeah, but the Netherlands is good. Estonia, I think, is good. I don't know. I think we're going to have another semi where actually it becomes like not that crazy. Like it's going to make sense. Okay. 11T, I think Bambi could out televote Houston in the fight. Oh, I definitely think so. I think right now we're living in a televote of Ireland. I think we're living in a televote of Ireland, Switzerland, and Croatia. And again, I think there are going to be juries that will honor. I don't know, y'all. I don't want to get delusional. Maybe I should like get in here with this one. I don't want to get crazy. I don't want to get delusional. Okay. I'm starting to live in a world where Ireland could win this year.
I mean, I'm okay with that world. I'm perfectly fine with Ireland winning. I think that it would be hilarious because I've been saying for how long you guys watch the stream every year. I've been doing it for 2-3 years with you. And I've been saying Ireland's going to get themselves together once Switzerland gets them tied for wins. And if that's the case, again, I feel like, hey, look at me, I'm guessing things right. But no, like, I think that
I just have to say, listening to Charlotte Pirelli sing this song, I'm just hearing the Christmas classic with which I bless the Eurovision community.
I genuinely, every time I hear
yeah, hold on, let me go. Make it home for Christmas. It's the best time of the year. Make it home for Christmas. Cocoa, presents, lights, and snowflakes. You know, I'm just saying, make it home for Christmas. Okay.
No, agreed. It's a like a Christmas song to me. Every time I hear it, I'm just like, oh yeah, it's Christmas time. What's going on? It's like almost got jingle bells to it.
Literally.
I did sneak it into a Christmas playlist at work once and no one noticed.
But I will say, actually, Charlotte looks great because there have been times I feel like I've seen her on camera and SVT lights her awfully. And I'm like, come on, don't do my girl like that. But she looks beautiful here. I mean, I'll be honest, but they light her sometimes so shady and style her so disrespectfully that it is like, what did she do to you? Like, I really need to know. But right here, they're making it up for, because remember, we didn't get her in 2016, and she's one of my favorite Eurovision winners. And I was kind of like, where is my girl at? And I was like, something must have happened. So they needed to make it up to her for her to be present.
I've heard she's very expensive to get.
Girl, as she should be. Make that coin and get them dollars. Okay, I'm not a hater.
Oh, no,
I am not a hater. I live in the world where it's like, Pirelli, get that money. Get that paper. Okay. Yes. And let me tell you, Sarah Tab, I feel like, okay, I'm going to just tell y'all a story. I feel like I was walking by her one time, and I think there might have been like maybe 2 or 3 Euro fans around her. And I was kind of like, why are they over by that random white lady? I was like, who
No.
is she? And every time I see her, I'd be like, who are you? And even now, looking at her on the stage, I'm like,
Yeah, no, that's sad.
is that you, girl? Is that
Is
you?
so sad?
But you know the funny thing, as I leaned in, I was like, is that you or is it me, girl? Because I'm like, hold on. I could be giving like a little Ceratop tea. I could. I got the full lips. But that is my girl, too.
That may be a
'Cause we
Halloween
need-
costume for you one year.
It might be, but low-key, I need her back at... I need Turkey back at Eurovision.
Is it like weird that I had a conspiracy theory when they announced her that Turkey was going to announce they're coming back?
That's not a weird conspiracy theory. That's the world I'm living in. Can we talk about that?
I miss Turkey. I really do. Like, they brought us some great songs consistently.
Oh, well, she sounds good. Oh, okay. Come on, girl, with the vocal. Hold on. Marima, I'm trying to tag, but I don't know how to do it on the phone. Anyway, lots of spam toxicity and Turkey for some reason. Oh, what's happening with Turkey? We love Turkey. Hold on, wait. Oh, Chantel said, this is not a Christmas song. Talking about, take me to your heaven. Give me lots of Christmas joy. Take me to your heaven.
I will say this about Every Way That I Can. It's like one of the few songs from the Oddies that sounds like of its time. Like, this song sounds like, what, 2005? 2004? No, it was 2003. Oh my gosh, I don't know what year it is anymore.
Well, Men is up here, coming with the negatives. I don't know, y'all. I think Malta's making it. And I'm like, this could be the delusion I'm living in. And maybe Turkey won't come back soon. Well, we want them to. Come on.
I love Turkey. Turkey, remember, you're guaranteed at least 12 points from 2 countries if you come back. So, come back, Turkey.
Oh, I don't know. Switzerland is still in it. I'm looking at this recap. Switzerland's still in it. And this was a good recap clip for Czechia. JoJo singing Pedestal. Oh, no. And then Austria did not pick the best clip. For the vocal. Yeah, for the vocal. Well, remember I said if anyone's fallen, Denmark is coming back in the mix. So maybe, I don't know. Let's see what happens. I'm like, I don't know. Mark says, I need Czechia and Malta, pretty please. Omnipresent says number 10. Steven says, can we just give the crown to Malta and go home? Ali says, Switzerland was amazing. Yes. Emma Tiss says, send. I really wanted San Marino to get it done this year, though. But Georgia just came and just said, look, we've been waiting our turn patiently. You got to make space for us. Pull out the fire. I think Belgium is still making it. Oh, wait, Nevin says Armenia could win. I don't think Armenia is winning the semi, though. It's good. It's qualifying safe. Maybe it's third. Wait, but Lily, are you thinking, because hold on. So Joan says, I voted Magar even though she did not raise the bar. Coraline says, this semi is really tough. Task View, Austria, the worst performance out of Malta and Georgia, but maybe the best song. I actually think Malta's song is kind of better than Austria's as a composition. It at least gives us levels and whatnot. And I mean, that's no shade per se, but there are levels of Malta's song that I think gives the performer a little bit more space. And so we'll see. Someone says Belgium has to qualify. I think Belgium is qualifying. ESC Katie, rest of the world voting is open now. Not anymore. Chantel, I'd put money on Malta qualifying, and I believe I'm not losing my money. I would, y'all.
Honestly, if Malta does qualify, you're going to get some money back because with the way the bets are going, people are underrating Malta. I hope Malta qualifies so you can get your money and then some.
Watching this, I mean, I guess it's like because Malta was living in a world of, what do you call it? Malta was living in a world of, everyone just, I guess, hedging on their national selection. But it was always strange to me throughout this entire Eurovision season that Malta wasn't getting more shine. I mean, because even in the national selection after she won, she sounded great and the staging wasn't crazy. And you just had all these weird trolls talking about, well, she's not Chanel. It's like, was she trying to be as if Chanel was the first person to dance? And I know they were like, oh, but the choreo's like the same, blah, blah, blah. And like, it's
Not
just,
really.
but if it's not, but also like, again, as if Chanel invented those moves. Like, I get it, but like, let's give credit where credit is due. At least it was well executed. It'd be one thing if she was trying to be Chanel, but then sounded off, with terrible vocals and, and then was not able to dance and sing at the same time. I was like, but let's, I don't know. Okay, the best of almost Eurovision. Okay, let's see. What are y'all talking about? Flower, I can't vote because my number is blocked for paying numbers and I can't vote as a whole world. Justin, Malta has no neighbors, hence the hate. I don't think it's hate, though. I think people just discount Malta. But Malta has gotten televote support when they've been good. And looking at what I saw on the stage today, I still think that there is space for Malta to get some, I think. Thomas, manifesting Malta, Georgia, San Marino. Oh, I'd love it. Rai, the selection wasn't even that bad. It wasn't. That was the thing. Like, it actually wasn't that bad, but everyone was pretending like it was. So it was like, okay. Nevin says Malta isn't 100%. I'd love to see it. Jimmy, I don't know. Malta never gets televotes. So, and I think it's fair to look at it and be like, okay, Amethyst, Mullen is so boring. For you, Lily, being kind of abroad, what's your vibe with what we've been experiencing in the hosting?
Petra's amazing, of course. I do feel kind of let down by Mullen, but I think it's just the fact that Mullen is a screen actress and she's not necessarily used to live broadcasts. And
Does she have a theater background? Because that's the thing that I think for Eurovision, it's not just even about screen. It's like, but have you done theater? Have you played off of a crowd? And I think that's actually where the wheels begin to fall off of the.
That was what I was saying. It's because I don't know if she has a theater background. She doesn't necessarily know how to work with that live crowd. Or even someone who's done like stand-up comedy would know how to work with the live crowd as well. Like when we had the hosting in Germany, we had people who were known for being stand-up comedians. We had people who were known for theater, that sort of thing, or broadcast on TV. It's like, I don't know. I'm kind of over hiring an actress to do some hosting because it doesn't really work well for me. And like I said, I'm not saying anything against Hannah though, because Hannah has a theater background.
Correct.
And I think that if you're used to putting on a live performance, there's a difference of that. Like you're gonna have to get it right every single time. You don't have a second take. Whereas with stage acting or with movie acting, with TV acting, you have multiple takes.
Lhasa has an interesting, but isn't it a bit lame to ignore a song completely due to your political stance?
I mean,
what song
I can
would
say
you
what
be?
I'm thinking.
Oh, go on. What do you mean? Yeah, Lily, you speak on it. Isn't it
I
a
don't
bit
think-
lame?
I don't think wanting people not to be killed is a political stance. It's giving off like, at least in the US, we have people who kind of like are very against things like teaching people in school things that actually happened, because it makes them feel bad. And I'm not here for that. So I'm okay with ignoring it.
I think for me, it's like ignoring. We're watching the Eurovision Song Contest, a program that's being blasted out to people all over the world. And I don't, I mean, that feels like a really big platform, right? Like, that's a pretty huge platform. I mean, it's rivaling
Yeah.
the World Cup, it's rivaling the Super Bowl. I mean, besting the Super Bowl, perhaps. So, I mean, the mic is hot and ready, and that mic was on for them for 3 minutes to get on stage and share the message with which they wanted to share, and they did it. So, what's the issue about what we're doing over here on our pilly little channels on YouTube?
But we have 15,000 people, or we have 1,500 people watching right now.
Yeah.
There's millions of people watching Eurovision. Hundreds of millions, maybe. So,
Yeah.
I mean, that's just me, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, really, who cares what we doing over here? Ain't nobody watching. Ain't nobody watching to your standards. And also, you know what's so funny, Lily? I had so many people, because I reviewed the song on TikTok. Did you know that?
Yeah, I saw it
Yeah.
on TikTok.
Yeah, I like reviewed the song. You know, we have, it's TikTok, so you don't have that much time. And excuse me, ma'am, could you not touch my camera? Thank you. And I had so many comments just telling me, what do you know? I found out that I was a failed singer, allegedly failed singer. It was, who cares what you think? And so I'm like, well, if you don't care, then I don't have to say anything, right? Then I don't have to say anything. If you don't even care what I have to say, why am I going to waste my breath? How about that?
No, 100%. It's like clearly.
I mean, so you can go someplace else. That is like the most bizarre thing, because I actually reviewed it and I think I was relatively fair and reviewing it. But you know what? What do I know? I'm a failed singer who knows nothing, and I'm not a music expert or critic. So who cares what I think? And yet you be over here. Who cares what I think? So what are you doing over here? Leave. Go consume the content of people's opinions that you care about. How about that? Weirdo behavior. But let's talk about Petra on the stage, because I'm so grateful to have her.
Oh yeah, no, I'm very happy to have Petra. I love Petra. I thought we maybe wouldn't get her this year, given her back. Hey, but I'm so glad we got her. I'm so glad we got Petra. And I like this little musical number because, I'm a musical theater girly. I'm a musical theater enjoyer. I've never done musical theater myself because y'all don't want to hear me sing.
Well, I will say Charlotte sounds good, and they're giving it to her, and I appreciate it. I really like Charlotte Pirelli.
Me too.
It's kind of weird she wasn't around in 2016, because that would have been really nice, actually. Like, now that I'm seeing her in like all of this glory, I'm like, girl, you could have
Was that the year she didn't qualify for Melody Festivalen?
I thought it was right. But if it was, that was the year where she said, oh, I wasn't coming to win. She just came and sang and did some like acoustic guitar song, and it was ridiculous. Oh, but is this, someone online was talking about the man with the curly blonde hair, talking about, is that the guy from Lovers of Veldaro? And now I'm kind of like, was it?
Well, I
Now
know
I'm looking
he's a dancer. He might be back there because he works for
could
SVT.
be. He's a singer.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I'm like. He is a singer dancer. So I'm like, that really might be. No. I can't get it really close. But
I know your boyfriend's there. I saw him earlier during
I
rehearsals.
know my man is there, and I haven't even seen him lately. But it's okay. Laku says Petra should host every year.
Okay, make a dynamic team of hosts you would want to have every single year. Because for me, it's Petra, Hannah, and Philomena. If I had those three every single year.
But see, Hannah's booked and busy, and I want her to do other big things. And yeah, we have Sarah Dawn Finer. Okay, sorry. Well, yeah. So my dynamic host would be, because Hannah, I don't think we'll get, but I think we get Graham. I think we do Petra. And then, yeah, and I think we have Philomena in the green room. And that be the constant thing, because I am a huge believer in let's have the same host every year. I'm a huge believer in same host every single year.
Same
And then
scriptwriter too.
Maybe not the same scriptwriter, but the same host team. And then I would say, but then where the country gets to get excited is they get to select their interval acts. And I think that would actually set us up in a position. Okay, hold on real quick. I was like, what was happening? We missed young man in the blue dancing. My bad, y'all. Y'all didn't get to see that.
Sorry, I'd be better with the hitting the button over here. I'm so far behind you because Sarah just walked out. Or are we calling her Linda for now?
Hi.
Jojo, say hi again. What's your name?
My name is Jojo.
What's your favorite song?
Dum ding dum.
Wait, is my mic still on?
Yeah, your mic's still on.
Sounds like I stopped hearing it.
Your mic is
I
good.
can't. Okay. Wait, hold on. Here we go. Okay,
Is that
hello.
We Will
Okay.
Rave? Is that
Yeah,
JoJo's
what was your favorite song?
Dum ding dum.
Well, we didn't hear Dum Diggy Dum. What song were you singing that you saw on TV tonight?
I was singing the scary song.
Well, what was the scariest song?
It's a lot of people here because my favorite song was My Turn, Mine.
Okay, well, Cha Cha song's coming on. Can we listen to Cha Cha song?
I did like the little movements. There's something about going from like Yevana polka to cha 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 that's hilarious to me. It's like, really? Y'all did that just for me? It's like, let's have people dancing in like Moomin costumes and towels and do that to Yevana polka. See, I'm more confident about my knowledge of like meme lyrics than I am cha cha cha.
Cha Cha song.
Is she dancing the cha cha cha?
Yeah. Well, because at one point, for those who know, at one point, we got like scared. We were singing the song all through the lead up to UMK. And then all of a sudden, like right when it was like, okay, it's going to Eurovision, I played in the car. She'd be like, oh, Cha Cha song's scary. Because the first time she saw the live performance, because I had UMK on, and I was like, yeah, like watch this. She was like scared.
Oh, really?
The live performance.
Because I know leading up, like I know she likes the music video for Bambi. How does she feel about Bambi live?
Bambi as a princess. JoJo loves Bambi. I mean, because literally the way, well, because you like Bambi Thug. You know, oh, now she's running away. But no, she loves Bambi Thug. And every time she watches Bambi Thug, she just is like, it's a princess. There is no like witch, like evil. It's like princess, which I'm like, I don't know what I have done, but I think I've done a lot of good work. If she sees that and goes, princess.
Well, I have a lot of friends who that's like their two modes. It's between like chorus Bambi and like versus Bambi in the music video. I have to send you a picture of a friend of mine in a K-Cat. But she usually goes like the goth club on the weekends. So it's a common thing.
Okay. Oh wait, hold on. Frederick says, girls, Italy or France, who's still in with a shot? Well, wait, hold on. In with a shot to win? I'm still, because here's the thing. I have to be real, and maybe this is my bias, and I will totally own if it is my bias. But nothing that I saw tonight topped the visceral experience with which I had when I saw Bambi Thug's performance. Now, I'm a sucker, and I am a camera angles are free whore. And deeply in my soul, what I saw from Bambi Thug, I was like, it was so visually arresting. And I mean, this is a song I've been listening to for months. I mean, months. And here we are now, and I'm like, it still feels beautiful, amazing, crazy, arresting, and that, and not to mention, I love the recap video just being like, yeah, there's the part in the song where I'm like, singing, guess you rather have, and we have that beautiful visual of the moon, and I'm dancing and showing off my dance skills, but, let's just go for the part where I'm completely hexing and screaming.
It's a power move. I feel like it's like the first time I saw Bambi, I gasped. I've watched that performance 4 times throughout all the rehearsals and everything. Each time I'm still arrested. I am still focused on that screen when Bambi's on. But to go to the question between France and Italy, for me, I do find Italy's staging to be very distracting. But I think France is going to have the wine mom vote unlocked. Because the wine moms no longer have Hera Bjork. But they are going to see a handsome man who is caked up for no reason on a Saturday night. And they're going to pick up the phone and vote.
Here's my thing. I still think Italy... To me, the hard part with France is this year, because it's such a strong year, are people going to feel fervent about picking up the phone and voting? That's the part that I'm like, oh my God. Okay, wait. Hold on. Okay, we're about to have a vote, y'all. I'm like, are we gonna do this like full screen? Are we gonna, I don't know. Lily, you might need to pan. You might need to pan.
Yeah, we're on a delay for you guys. I don't know. Like, I can kind of like this back and forth. But yeah, we're kind of like we're behind you guys. So like, I'm about a minute behind you. So you guys are gonna receive reactions until a minute later.
I'm just okay. Okay, y'all. Thomas, guys are starting. Don't panic. Lucia, guys, if you can meow, cat, please meow back. I'm still living. I mean, really, I think if we're talking like show-stopping performances, I'm still living in a. I think I am still living a little bit in a semifinal 1 experience.
Yeah, I think for me, the execution on Semi 1 was better, but there were more songs in Semi 2 I was excited for. I literally.
Oh, we're doing this. We're doing this.
Okay.
Come on, do easy ones first. I hate when they get all complicated. Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. Wait, whoa, whoa, whoa. Latvia qualified. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
I'm behind you. I'm behind you for real.
Oh my God.
I'm looking at yeah.
Latvia's back in the final. I'm not mad. Whoa. Okay, Austria. Okay, Austria made it. Yo. Hold on. I mean, I'm not mad at it. Come on, Dons. We wanted Latvia back in the final. Yo. Okay, the Netherlands made it. Okay, makes sense.
Latvia qualifying, and people were cheering for that one.
Okay. We ain't mad at the Netherlands. Oh my goodness. Okay, Norway. Norway. Makes sense. Makes sense. Completely deserving. Here we are. We are in. Let's go. I mean, but
I love
duh,
the first two
right?
qualifiers
Like,
have yellow
duh.
flags.
Okay. I'm not mad at Latvia making it. I mean, it was a very static performance, though, but we needed Latvia to break that qualification streak. Okay, Israel qualified. I mean, duh. I mean, come on, y'all. We knew Israel was qualifying. Well, now, well, what's going to happen to the rest of our bops? And, okay, Armenia, Switzerland, Georgia, Greece. Greece made it. Thank God. Come on. Ta, 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 ta. But I will say this should be Focus's last hurrah. So we've got 4 spots left. 4 spots left. Okay. Well, is Belgium out because Latvia was in? I don't know. But come on, we need Switzerland. Okay, we got Estonia. Okay, great, great, great. That's great. Okay. So what's left on the shelf that I think of our heavy hitters is Switzerland, Armenia, Georgia is still left on the fence. Belgium, who was a qualifier, but you know, we had questions. I told you. But let's see. Let's see. Switzerland in, duh. Come on. Which, what do they say? The people who get called 8th tend to be the folks who have won the semi. So that might be a good sign. Could potentially be a good sign for Switzerland going into the final. Okay, we still got Denmark on the fence. Armenia is making it. Come on. So looking at this list, it's Armenia, Georgia, Belgium, Czechia. Georgia made it. Thank God. Yes! Okay, we have broken our non-qualification streak for Latvia and Georgia, and that I can hang my hat on. Oh, thank you, Lord. Okay, so now on the fence. Wait, so we've only got 1 spot left. So then it has to be Armenia. It has to be Armenia then. Come on, it has to be Armenia. Oh, is Belgium out? It has to be Armenia. I'd love Malta though, but oh my God. Armenia. Okay, Armenia made it. Armenia made it. Belgium is out. I mean, well, my heart breaks. My heart breaks for Malta. My heart breaks for Malta. They did everything that they could do. Czechia, I think they did everything they could do to salvage this. But, you know, after that first impression of the national selection, you know, maybe I have some comments to reply to for my Belgium reaction video. If y'all want to be mad at anyone in this moment, can I just say, if y'all want to be mad at anyone in this moment, y'all should be mad at the country with which did not execute with vocal perfection. If you want to be mad at anyone, I would choose the country that did not execute with vocal perfection. But you know, I think I'm not mad at this list. I think I'm not mad at this list. And actually, I think I said, I was like, if Belgium falls flat or like the vocal, because remember when we were listening to this, it was like, it was sharp. Musti was sharp like the whole time. That's a vocal performance song. And if you're not going to deliver with vocal perfection, then you cannot advance. And so Latvia completely was deserving of qualifying. I think that's what we said. We were like, if Belgium's out, then Latvia's in. So I ain't mad at Don's and his wonderful styling because I love the clothes.
Honestly, I'm so happy for Latvia. I'm so happy for Georgia. They've broken their streak. I'm okay with this qualification too. I mean, if I had to take anyone out, I'd take out Austria, and I would put.
Well, no. That's what I'm saying. If people are upset right now because you're like, well, where is my favorite? You should be mad at the one entry that made it, and it's one that made it and basically gave us visual and no vocal, and to be fair, gave us visual with not that complex choreography and no vocal, but the visual was beautiful. I loved the clothes. I loved the camera angles. I loved the flips and dips. And I mean, here we'll bring back up DC to the stage. I mean, how is the crowd in DC feeling right now?
Everyone got cheers. No one was really shocked by any of the results, but it was like a very supportive crowd here.
Okay.
I think we're kind of looking at each other like really like the first result was probably the most shocking one for us. We're like, wow, Latvia got through. I'm gonna say that's probably the rest of the world doing its thing again, like they did last year with Sudden Lights. But no, like I think that there's not really anyone angry or upset or anything. Yeah, not really else to say.
Well, I'm happy. I mean, I'm happy DC came together. I think my predictions are probably I think 8 out of 10 on this one. So I had this. Oh, wait. Oh, no. I'm 9 out of 10. Oh. No. No, I'm 9 out of 10 on my predictions for this one.
I'm 8 out of 10.
No, I'm actually. How did I? Hold on. Wait, am I? Maybe I'm not. No, I think I am.
Yeah, I'm 8 out of 10.
I just had Latvia and Belgium in the flip, but no, I had Austria, I had the Netherlands, I had Norway, I had Israel, I had Greece, Estonia. Good night. I had Estonia, I had Switzerland, Georgia, and I had Armenia. So no, I was 9 out of 10 on this one. It was just Belgium and Latvia with the switch. And I did mention, I was like, if Belgium is not going to have it together, then I think Latvia could take the space. But I was like, I think Denmark is in the... Mike says, do you think Malta was 11th? Looking... yeah, I actually looking at this list, Malta probably was 11th, right? What do you think, Lily?
Malta or Czechia, 11 or 12.
I don't think Czechia was 11th. And the only reason why I say I don't think it was, Eurovision, what is it? The angry woman territory that they try to do. And I think Aiko was far too powerful for them. Too powerful and defiant for them.
She toned it down because the costume she had on last week looked like a breast, like a bare breast. And I think maybe, I mean, when I see a bare breast, I think power myself. I'm just one of those people.
So I think they were a little bit, I love the Harrys got to come out and sing us out. This is actually cute. This is actually cute.
Anniversary year?
Oh.
Yeah, because if ABBA was 50, this is their 40th anniversary.
Yeah. This is good.
Anniversary. Yeah.
Oh, this is cute. They really are. I love it. No,
honestly,
but
they're catching choreo still. Let's appreciate them.
Yeah, come on.
Also,
I like it.
Bond music, I think it's the best. Like if we can get some Argan Varna in like the final, you wouldn't be able to control me. I love my Swedish fathers.
Okay, hold on. Okay, so let's hop into some of these comments. Do you think Malta performing first killed it? Probably. Sebastian, this reminds me of Cynic not qualifying for Belgium back then. Cynic could not sing and also had really awful staging. I really love the revisionist history with the Cynic of it all, because it was like, I remember when Cynic even performed and people were just like, this dress ain't it. And she was just like, we're not changing anything. And it was like, you sure about that? You sure about that?
I'm a defender of Cynic's dress still to this day because I own that dress or something very similar to it.
Not for the Eurovision stage, and not on that pale of skin. She looked washed up like a corpse. It was not flattering. It's all about looking optimal. Lily, you have a tan. You have a nice undertone to you. Come on, that was not the look for Cynic. But to be fair, Cynic was also not coming with the vocals, and I think the issue with Musti in this moment was simply that. I remember I had to take my headphone, slip it to the side. Musti was sharp. It was sharp. And I don't know if everyone can hear that, but it was sharp. So, and let's just say the banner moment for now is Latvia and Georgia making it. 2 quality songs. I think Georgia definitely did the staging better. I think Latvia is just getting lucky off the fact that Belgium flubbed it with being on the pitch and key, the correct pitch and key. And here we are with Latvia in, which I'm not mad at. I'm not mad at, because it was executed far better. Even though, again, I don't think that Latvia had to have that performance as static as it was. It was very, very static. Bad spots, Ireland, Georgia, and Latvia in the final. It happened. This is great. Music forum. I love an underdog story. MTT for PP. Why did they have to leave Georgia for pre-last? I was literally, look. Georgia is good. Finn shock qualifying Latvia, shock qualifier, but deserving. I don't want to make that crazy. Chantel Deroute, can you make a running order video tomorrow? No. No. I'm not doing that. Come on. I want to go out and drink.
Well, tomorrow you have
Maybe we'll do a Twitter Spaces
yeah, we can do
conversation.
that. I mean, I don't mind doing it on
Let's do it. Let's chat about it. Vaco, the mums won. My mom wanted Latvia, and I gave my vote for him. I voted for Czechia. Vlad, we all have Baltics in the final for the first time in 9 years. Yeah, it's great.
all
It's
the
great.
Baltics. Did we get all the? No, we did not get all the We did not get all the
Wait.
Balkans. We just got most of them.
Oh, no, the Baltics.
No, I said we got all the Baltics, but I was thinking, did we also get all the Balkans? But we didn't.
No. Black Pay said, who do you vote for, Alesia? Of course, I had to give some points to Malta, but I think I did like Switzerland and Greece. Yeah, I think I did Switzerland and Greece. Complaining person, Kur. Look, we need them to come back. How about that? We need them to come back. Winception, I'm so sad for my girlies, San Marino and Czechia. These are the moments where I would say doing early rehearsals that are open actually might help a performer, because I think Czechia could have gotten some momentum. I mean, think about what happened to Bambi Thug, even though I was on the Crown the Witch train early, but I do think a lot of other people joined the train. And so now we're talking about Ireland, not just like, will it qualify, but like, can it win? And I do wonder if we had seen the performances from San Marino and Czechia prior, that we would have, been living. Yeah, I think we could have been living in a different world there. Sharon, Malta was just one girl bop too many, I think. And you might be right, even though I do think running order and country of origin did play a part in this, sadly, and I think that's just real. Andre, on Tem Slaman for the win. Slamain for the win. Slamain. Black Bean Paste. Are we seeing Ireland and Croatia on the split screen?
Maybe.
Ooh.
I don't think it's even the Netherlands, because the Netherlands, just their staging is not.
Well, the
there.
Netherlands is out. Yeah, I will say now, seeing the Netherlands in full, they could have done better with the staging, but also I think this was the challenge. The Netherlands hasn't really had something that has a little bit of pop to it. I really think they could have outsourced with, perhaps, you know who they should have hired? they should have hired who did Karia's staging last year. That's
Okay.
what the Netherlands should have done. Let's hop into these comments. Sorry. Adam, in some ways, this was more competitive than Semi 1. Every song felt it could have progressed to the final. It wouldn't feel wrong. It's weird. I feel conflicted with that because, like, I think I started living in that place, but I do think the execution of some of these entries made it feel a little less crazy. But then I would also say I felt a little less, and Lily, you talked to me about this. I felt a little less passionate about this one in comparison. Yeah, I felt a little bit less passionate about this one than I did on Tuesday night, because Tuesday night I felt legitimately fervent for Ireland and even Croatia, because Croatia's never won. Like, I felt like, and even like Slovenia, I was like, oh no, like the odds are saying Slovenia is not going to make it. Like, I gotta, like fight for my girl. And then even Australia, I was like, oh, I know I just love it. And so I'd like it to advance. So I don't know. But all in all, hold on. And Don's could be a competition for him now for the jury vote, at least. I do think Don's can be a foil to the Isaac of it all, to the Slimane of it all. Because Don's is good. I mean, this is like a seasoned performer. Like, Don's is good. Like, that's never been the question. The question has always been the Latvia and their streak of it all and everything else. Yeah.
Well, for me, I'm sad we lost Czechia. I have my Czech flag here. I was ready to be vindicated once again. But, they can't take the studio cut for me because that is probably the best studio song of the year. It's one of my most played songs so far this year, including non-Eurovision stuff. So I'm sad to lose Czechia, but I get why we lost it at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's the only one I really feel passionate about. You know what I mean? As far as non-qualifiers go, my issue with this show is certain people do not execute. Like you said, it's all about the execution. So if you're not going to execute to your full potential, I'm not going to be too sad to lose you. And my thing comparing, Semi 1 to Semi 2, Semi 1 people executed better than on Semi 2.
Wait, Novimpia. Hey, girls. What more could have Sarah done? She gave her everything on stage. It feels so unjust. What more she could have done? She could have been born in what country? She could have been born in Austria. She could have been Swedish. She could have been Norwegian. She could have been even Icelandic. Quiet as it's kept, Sarah Bonici could have been from Czechia. I think that this is really a case of not having a nice solid drum beat in the lead up. I think that that's real. Not having like a real solid drum beat and lead up. And I think the other piece is if we had open rehearsal, like, I'm not just trying to make the case for having, first rehearsals be open, but I think had we had first rehearsals open and everyone could see how well she executed it, the hype train would have just been barreling towards the final. And that's the sad piece. And not to mention, I don't think opening was the best place for her. But can we really say that when, Cilia got it done? And Cilia had a tough semi, so we can't say that this one was tougher than semifinal one in a way. And ultimately, I do feel like a lot of the execution in semifinal one, I do think trumps what we were working with in this semi ultimately.
Yeah, but I'm going to have to go over to the Eurovision fam stream only, so I will see you guys later. Bye.
All right, y'all. All right, though. Okay, microstates are always going to struggle in all televote semis. Georgie, Austria will be destroyed by the jury. I'm not going to lie. If the vocal is still doing what it's doing right now, we have to be realistic and we have to be fair. It will. Because, again, if anyone is upset in this moment and kind of going, oh, well, insert what about, I would be focusing my attention of that. What about on I would say the one country that qualified that probably has a note on it. You know what I'm saying? Like the one that has a little bit of a note on it. Brent, Malta needs to find a new continent. Bastion, I didn't like Malta's song that much, but come on, non-qualifier. I mean, I think that's where a lot of people are living right now. Sarah, Musti's vocals were not there, correct. Joan, one person, one vote. What do you feel about not clustering votes in countries? That's an interesting concept to think about. It might make it easier. It might make people hone in a little bit more. Alfio, devastated. I was hoping for Aiko to go to the grand final. I mean, the deck was stacked against Aiko, but I think Aiko did everything possible. I mean, the staging. First of all, I should just say the styling was my favorite styling this season. Like, that's like hands down my favorite outfit. I probably have Raven second. And I think the usage of the stage, I mean, the staging was great. But I do think even just the genre of the song, when we look at things similar to that at Eurovision, they tend to not do that well. But to be fair to Czechia, if I go back to the national selection and I'm thinking about what was presented there, I am living, I am then living in a world there that I'm like, well, even that red flag parade song, I think would have probably been met with the same fate, unfortunately. Complaining person, Malta already confirmed they'll be here next year. Okay, so, I mean, Malta's down for it because, look, let's be real. Everybody in Malta can sing. Sergio, Aiko was a pleasure to watch, especially the dialogue part. Very much enjoyed that and the stage play. I did too. Fun with facts. Croatia's lead and the odds will make it more difficult for the juries to downgrade it. I agree with that. And I think I've been saying consistently to people, and everyone wants to fight me on it, but I've been consistently saying that I see Croatia actually doing better in the juries than Katia did. And I'm not saying inherently because it's just so much better than that, but I do think it's a little less out of the box. Patrick, how would you feel about a Eurovision where the top 20 go through by highest scoring points? I wouldn't hate that. Erica says Malta was boring, but so was Latvia. I'm like, really? Samuel said apparently Rye accidentally leaked their televote percentages. Show the numbers. Show the numbers. Don't just say it, mean it. Rex, Latvia appealed to me. It's my ESC karaoke this year. Look, I don't hate what went down on the stage. And if you just went through this whole video and you liked the things that you heard, or you didn't like even the things that you heard, you can come over here because this is a channel where we don't have to agree. So if you haven't already, please like this video. Please do subscribe. I'm going to be back talking about Eurovision and the grand final. This is Eurovision all day, every day. We don't talk about anything else over here. We really don't. Maybe one day we will. But right now we're feeling really content talking about Eurovision. And I don't hate this semifinal. And this is crazy to me. I think I was 9 out. And I'm kind of like, how did I end up 9 out of 10? But I think I ended up 9 out of 10 because Latvia and the Belgium swap. I think I got it. Well, not I think I got everything else right. So 9 out of 10 on this one, 9 out of 10 on the other one too. How did that happen? I'm really like, how did that happen? Because this is like, this is intense. But thank you so much for watching. I so appreciate every like, every subscribe. We have to talk on the grand final. We have to talk. I don't know. I mean, unless there are like last questions that people want to know. I don't know. But thank you so much.